February 2026 has arrived with some of the most unpredictable weather the UK has seen in years. The month has kicked off with a series of weather events that have left many scratching their heads and reaching for their weather apps. Instead of the usual cold and gray, we're facing wild swings. One day is mild, the next brings biting frost. It's as if the weather can't make up its mind, leaving us all guessing what to wear each morning. This is all thanks to a dramatic clash of cold air from the north and east meeting warmer, wetter air from the west. This collision is creating a volatile mix that's hard to predict. It's a real weather battle overhead, making each morning a surprise. Commuters are often caught off guard, finding themselves in unexpected conditions. January's storms left the ground saturated and rivers high, setting the stage for new problems. The already waterlogged ground is struggling to cope with the additional precipitation. Now, as cold air pushes in, some areas face heavy rain, while others brace for snow. The variety in weather conditions is making it difficult for local authorities to manage. The north is much colder than the south, creating a sharp temperature divide across the country. This stark contrast is evident in the way people are dressing and preparing for their day. Even a small shift in wind can flip a rainy day into a snowstorm. This rapid change can catch many off guard, turning a simple commute into a challenging journey. This unusual pattern is sparking plenty of conversation and concern. People are constantly checking updates to stay ahead of the next weather twist. Weather experts are on high alert, tracking every change. They are working around the clock to provide the most accurate forecasts possible. Understanding what's happening helps us plan and stay safe. Staying informed is crucial during these unpredictable times. We'll break down why the weather is so strange, which areas are at risk, and how you can prepare. Knowing the risks can help you take the necessary precautions. From protecting your home to staying safe on the roads, being ready is key. Simple preparations can make a big difference in staying safe. This February, expect the unexpected. The weather is more unpredictable than ever, so it's best to be prepared for anything. Stay informed, stay prepared, and don't let the weather catch you off guard. Keep an eye on updates and be ready to adapt to changing conditions. Let's dive into what's really going on with the UK's wild winter. Join us as we explore the factors behind this chaotic weather. Picture a tug of war in the sky. Arctic air from Scandinavia pulling against warm, wet Atlantic air. It's a relentless contest, with each side fighting for control over the British Isles. This invisible struggle high above our heads is what gives the UK its famously unpredictable weather. And it's happening right now, shaping every day. The cold air brings freezing temperatures and snow, especially to the north and east. Meanwhile, the south and west are under the influence of milder, rainier air. Sometimes you can even see the dividing line on the ground, one side blanketed in white, the other slick with rain, all within a few miles. The UK sits right on the battle line, which shifts like a wave, making forecasts tricky. If the cold pushes south, snow spreads. If the warm air wins, rain dominates. Meteorologists watch these fronts closely, knowing that a small change in wind direction can flip the forecast for millions overnight. This sharp temperature contrast means Scotland might be freezing while London is just wet. Your weather depends on which side of the line you're on. It's a real-life weather lottery, and no 2 days are ever quite the same. That's why one town can be blanketed in snow while another just gets rain. The clash creates dramatic, fast-changing conditions. Roads can go from icy to flooded in a matter of hours, keeping everyone on their toes. It's a classic British weather standoff. Unpredictable and unique. The outcome? A nation divided by weather, with everyone watching the skies. From school closures to travel chaos, the impact is felt everywhere. Stay tuned, because the battle isn't over yet. Every shift in the wind could change everything. The next hour could bring sunshine, sleet, or a sudden snowstorm. No one really knows. This is the heart of our wild February, a month where the only certainty is change, and the weather keeps us guessing every single day. The jet stream is the invisible force shaping our weather, a fast river of air high above, usually keeping cold Arctic air at bay. It's a powerful band of wind, thousands of miles long, that circles the globe and acts as a barrier between warm and cold air masses. This February it's weakened and started to wobble, thanks to disruptions over the North Pole. These changes are often triggered by sudden stratospheric warming events, which can send ripples through the atmosphere and throw the jet stream off its usual course. That's let cold air spill south into the UK, especially in the north and east. As a result, temperatures have dropped sharply, and wintry conditions have become more common in areas that are usually milder. At the same time, the jet stream's new path is steering Atlantic storms toward the south and central regions, bringing wet and windy weather to places that might otherwise stay dry. The result? Scotland gets cold and dry, while London faces rain. This north-south split is a direct consequence of the jet stream's shifting position. The jet stream acts like a traffic controller, deciding who gets snow and who gets rain. It's constantly on the move, and even small changes in its path can have big impacts on our daily weather. Its unpredictable path is the main reason for the sharp weather divide. Meteorologists watch it closely, because it can flip the forecast from calm to stormy in a matter of hours. When it dips south, winter tightens its grip. When it lifts, milder air returns. This constant shifting is why the UK's weather can feel so changeable and unpredictable. This year the jet stream's erratic behavior is making forecasts a real challenge. Weather experts are working overtime to track its every move and warn us about sudden changes. It's the key player in our current weather drama, influencing everything from snow days to rainy commutes. Understanding its moves helps explain why the UK is split between snow and rain. The jet stream's twists and turns are the reason for the dramatic contrast we're seeing this month. Keep an eye on the jet stream. It's calling the shots this February. Its influence reaches every corner of the country, shaping the weather we all experience. The weather's fate is riding on its every twist and turn, making the jet stream the true architect of Britain's winter weather story. Scotland and northern England are bearing the brunt of the Arctic air. In the Highlands and northeast, heavy snow is a real threat, with icy roads and travel disruption likely. Northern England sits in the collision zone. One wind shift can turn rain into a snowstorm. The Pennines amplify snowfall on the hills, while the northeast faces intense sea-effect snow from the North Sea. Forecasting is tough. Conditions can change in hours. Residents must stay alert to weather warnings and be ready for rapid changes. The cold air isn't budging, so snow and ice risks remain high. Prepare your home, car, and supplies for a stretch of true winter. It's a time for caution and readiness in the north. The next week is critical. Winter is far from over. Stay safe, stay prepared, and watch the skies. The Midlands is the battleground, where cold and warm air clash head-on. Cities like Birmingham may see rain, while nearby countryside faces snow and ice. Wales's mountains are primed for snow, but valleys and coasts stay milder and wet. East Anglia is exposed. One shift in wind could bring sudden heavy snow from the North Sea. Weather can change dramatically from town to town. For everyone in these regions, flexibility is key. A small temperature drop can turn rain to snow in minutes. Check forecasts often, and be ready for anything. In central UK, winter's story is written day by day. London and the southeast are mostly in the mild wet zone. Rain is far more likely than snow. Daytime temperatures hover around 7 to 9 degrees, with nights above freezing. But don't get too comfortable. A sudden shift could still bring snow, especially on higher ground, like the Chilterns. The real threat here is flooding. January storms left the ground saturated and rivers high. Even moderate rain now can trigger floods, so flood alerts are in place. Residents should stay aware and take precautions to protect property. Higher areas may see sleet or snow if cold air pushes south. The southeast challenge isn't snow, but water. Stay vigilant, especially if you live near rivers or low-lying areas. The weather can still surprise you. Keep an eye on updates and be ready to act. Mark your calendar. Around February 9th, forecasters expect a possible surge of Arctic air. If it happens, snow risks rise for the north, east, and even the Midlands. Recent lows of -12.5 in Norfolk show how severe this air mass can be. February often brings more snow days than December, thanks to colder seas and shifting patterns. This year, the odds of a snowy February are high. January's storms left the ground waterlogged, adding to the risk of flooding and disruption. Emergency services are already stretched. Any new heavy rain or snow could quickly escalate problems. This February is testing the UK's resilience. Stay alert. Conditions can change fast. With unpredictable weather, travel can be risky. Only go out if necessary. Always check the latest forecasts and traffic updates before leaving. Prepare your car, check tires, antifreeze, and keep a winter kit with blankets, food, water, and a charged phone. Drive slowly and smoothly. Stopping distances on ice are much longer. Use low gears on hills and avoid sudden braking to prevent skids. Stick to main roads, which are more likely to be gridded. Watch for ice on bridges and shaded spots. They freeze first and thaw last. Plan your route and allow extra time. Listen to official advice from the Met Office and police. If you get stuck, your winter kit could be a lifesaver. Your safety comes first. Don't take unnecessary risks. Be prepared for delays and changing conditions. Smart planning keeps you safe on winter roads. Keeping your home warm is vital. Aim for at least 18 degrees in main rooms, close curtains at dusk, block drafts, and wear several thin layers for warmth. Prepare for power cuts, charge devices, keep a torch handy, and know how to turn off your water supply. Stock up on essentials, food, water, and medication. Eat hot meals, stay active indoors, and wear shoes with good grip if you go outside. Treat paths with salt or sand to prevent slips. Check on vulnerable neighbors and family. Community spirit matters. A quick call or visit can make a big difference. Together we can get through this chilly February safely.